Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Superstar PartyPlex 12 FPS. My name is Zen, and tonight I will be playing Cici, the meanest clown at the PartyPlex. And with me tonight is my friend.
Hi, I'm Pengu. I'm a tired penguin. You can call me Pengu. That's my name. I'm playing the Angry Bird Man. My beloved Angry Bird Man.
This,
Kestrel.
okay, there was a long pause there, and I was like,
Kestrel.
hmm,
Kestrel Tombs.
yes.
Birdman going about this horrible job, usual. And he has to, again, take out the trash. A demeaning job. He has to put on those branded gloves. Because he's not going to not wear gloves. He's going to practice a sanitation.
Thank God for that.
Yes. They have gloves, but sadly they are neon character branded gloves. But he
Hmm.
will wear the character neon branded gloves, taking them out to the trash. Wait a second, we need him to not have gloves on specifically for the plot of this game. Hold on.
Wait a sec.
They
The
were out of gloves.
No, what if the gloves get ripped by something? It's sharp in the trash, perhaps. Who's
That is a good idea.
who's here throwing out broken light bulbs? That's glass. That's sharp. Don't do that. PSA.
Kestrel, Kestrel. PSA, don't throw out glass
Don't just throw
in the trash.
glass into the normal trash bag. You're gonna cut someone.
Yag. Kestrel cuts open the Kestrel taking out the trash like cuts open the glove and like something in the trash bag maps, and he just has to quietly go like, "Ugh, this is not procedure. They shouldn't have put that in there. It's horrible, horrible practices at this establishment." But he has to take the trash out anyway.
Those dumb
Ta-
staff bots
Taking it to the those dumb staff bots.
just throwing anything in a dumpster.
No brain cells because they're
None.
being used to mine Bitcoin. Being used to mine Bitcoin. They got no room for brain cells. So Kestrel takes out the trash down to the alley dumpster and just like, ugh, his hands are exposed because the glove is ripped, and then just said putting it into the trash dumpster, his hand hits the side of the dumpster and oh, oh no. Recoils his hand back and just there is some black inky goop that was left on the outside on like the rim of the trash dumpster, the trash bin.
Oh.
Just the most disgusted face. Of course it happens when the glove is ripped. Of course it happens when the glove is ripped. Oh, it's on his hand. Oh, it's in his feathers. Ah, crumbs. And he just has to walk back in. Just like holding his hand out with just like he wants to keep his own hand as far away from the rest of him as possible right now, getting inside, getting through the door.
I'm just picturing him walking with like his arm with the nasty hand like stretched fully straight out in front of him.
Yeah.
And then like he's walking down a hallway and there's a cross hallway, and before Kestrel is even in the intersection or like able to see in the other hallways, Cici speeding in from the cross hallway and running into his
Yeah.
hand.
Hit each other at the corner, is that the visual?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cici hits the gross hand.
Oh. And she's like, "Ah, what is that?
I don't know. It was left on the dumpsters.
Why do you. Why were you just rummaging around in the dumpsters?
I was I was not rummaging. I have to taking out the trash is part of the job.
For
Oh yeah,
security guards?
backstage pass something. It's
Gosh. Sucks to be you, I guess.
he just grumbles and then like tries to just pull his hand away and keep walking.
I'm imagining because it's so sticky when he tries to pull his hand away and it doesn't work, he just winds up pulling Cici along on her wheels.
like yeah, that's a hilarious image, and these are tunes. Like that happens for like a second before he notices, and then just a moment before he notices, and then he just has to stop and look at his hands still attached to Cici and just
What do you think you're doing? Ugh, let go of me.
I'm not holding on to you. It's just sticky.
Ugh, gross. How does trash get this nasty? Ugh. I mean, I know, like, spilled ice cream gets sticky, but this is another level.
Kestrel just Kestrel just can't, he agrees with that. He agrees with that wholly. Just like, yeah, just a tired nod of yeah. Yeah, it's gross. And it's like black. Ugh. He's imagining this is something that has been just left on the dumpster edge for in the sun for just long enough to mutate into something.
Congeal. Cece's probably
Yeah.
going to try pulling away as well.
His hand probably got her like smack in the middle of her chest too.
Oh
That is the most unfortunate for her.
no! Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're both trying to pull away. We could roll strength for just the comedy of it, even though
Sure.
for just the sake of it. Yeah. Strength.
Well,
Just a straight strength. Oh wow.
Cece got a nat 20, and Kestrel got a
Esther
dirty
got a
20.
dirty 20.
Imagine it's
It like
like
I think you think it like yeah.
imagine that toon gag where like they actually like fight and get a couple steps away and then just snap back together.
Yeah, like it mozzarellas and then just twang.
Mm-hmm.
And Kestrel just oh no.
Okay, this takes Sticky to another level. Ugh.
And then it's probably at that point that it starts, Zen progressing.
Do you want to describe it?
Yeah, it's like Cici like grumbles that, and then she notices the goop was just on his hand before. Now it is like covering his hand, and the spot on her is a bit bigger too.
Oh, gross! It's spreading or something. Ah,
that is that is not normal.
yeah, no kidding. Let's head for the employee showers or something and try to wash it off, I guess. Ugh.
There are employee showers?
Yeah? There's that whole employee laundry room area where Markiplier got stuck. Isn't there? Aren't there showers in there?
Oh yeah, the area he was stuck in for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I rewatched that playthrough recently. Oh, the poor man. I didn't think of showers though, but
I
that's a
mean,
good idea.
I mean, they probably won't make it there, but that's where Cici is gonna start
Absolutely,
heading.
absolutely not. Like she starts heading there, and well, Kestrel doesn't have wheels to get dragged along, but he will definitely keep walking with her because, like, yeah, the showers are a good idea, but it's getting it's getting more over his hand, and it's up his arm, and just Cici.
What?
Cici, it's not stopping.
Well, no, duh. That's why we have to go get it off before it keeps spreading any further. Hey, what's Kestrel's speed, by the way?
30 feet.
Okay, because Cece's is, as I noticed earlier today, is 50. So
Yeah,
I think,
Cici is fast.
yeah, I think she's like, God, you're going too slow. And she's going to just pick Kestrel up and start skating faster towards the
Oh,
showers.
he does not want to be picked up. He does not want to be picked up.
Too bad.
He's, I think, uh, strength.
Yeah.
Strength. He's just gonna be like, no. And,
Oh no. The
oh no.
dichotomy. She only got a 6 this time.
Kestrel got an 11, but that is still higher than a 6.
Hmm. She tries
It's
to
hard.
just
It's
like throw
hard.
him over her shoulder.
Considering that his arm is getting more and more gloopy by the minute, that probably just results in getting his whole arm stuck to her, Cici.
Hmm.
Which does not help. And considering that
No.
his strength was higher, oh, they're gonna collapse, aren't they?
Oh, probably.
Yeah. Onto the ground they
Hmm.
go.
And Cece's like, ah, now look what you did.
You were the one who picked me up.
Because you were going too slow. I could have gotten us there faster.
I was going as
As fast as you could. Yeah, and I can go faster. So it makes more sense to have me being the one moving.
you did. You did not need to pick me up. You could have just. Oh, they're arguing.
Could have what? Dragged you along like a kid on a leash that doesn't want to be there?
No, I can. I don't. Zen, I don't know how to argue. This. That's something I don't know how to do.
Oh, you sweet little cinnamon roll.
I'm sorry. I'm not. I,
Oh.
I mean, like as they're arguing about this, and as they're on the floor, like the goop is just still growing. It's just there's just more and more goop. and it's gross and it's on them both, and as they're arguing, we can we can cut off their arguing pretty easily. What do we do? Do we want to do that?
Sure, yeah. I think this is illustrative of how the fusion is going to go if they're angrily arguing with each other at that moment.
Yeah, yeah. Like they're arguing and they just get cut off by like that cartoony thwap sound. And it's like it there's that cartoony thwap, and then they're just fully on the floor, back on the floor. Ugh, and there's like a ringing in their ears for a second.
Should they roll perception?
Absolutely. Would it be separate perceptions for now, probably?
E.
Yeah. Vessel's perception is bad.
Ooh,
Neither of them perceive.
neither of them did well. Ugh.
No, they both did horribly. They're just very disoriented.
Mm-hmm. Cici, I think with an 11 is like, oh, well, I don't have Kestrel stuck to my front anymore, so that's something.
And Kestrel doesn't. I don't think Kestrel notices anything. He's just like, ow.
Oh. Well,
And there's definitely.
Hmm?
Sorry.
No,
I
say
was
your
gonna say
thing.
there's definitely just like a. There's definitely just a grumble of, ugh.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right. I think Cici sits
What
up
is?
and looks around and doesn't see Kestrel, so that resolved itself, maybe? Maybe Kestrel got
Don't cease.
maybe Kestrel got like is that the word
Maybe he
for
died.
it? Have you seen have you seen
Cease.
have you seen the Supernatural finale? Because I'm thinking, oh, maybe
He got.
Kestrel just got taken away to Super Hell.
I only
AKA
know
Super
that
Hell.
the only way I.
Because that happened when
Zen, as someone who is
Castro got swallowed by Black Gunk, and that's how he got sent to Super Hell.
as someone who has never watched Supernatural and only knows the memes, my brain just went, "Oh yeah, he got EBDB'd.
Well,
He got EBDB'd."
realistically, Supernatural doesn't exist in this universe, but yeah. Cece's just like, oh, I
That was
guess he went
paranormal.
somewhere.
It was paranormal. and then there, and then there's a distinctive blink because like that doesn't sound like Cece's voice. That doesn't sound like Kestrel's voice.
Hmm?
Their voice is different.
I don't think she was trying to say anything. She was just thinking for the moment.
Oh, that's just the thought.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that was the internal monologue.
Yeah. Just like, well, I guess he's somewhere else now.
And
Tries
something
to
about that
stand up.
thought feels weird. I think they should both roll another perception.
Okay. Could it be? I was gonna say could it be insight, but that's worse for her.
Kestrel's insight is the same as his perception. 11.
Same
9.
perception for
Oh
Cici.
no.
Only slightly better for Kestrel.
Like they get up and the movement of that they try to get up and the movement of that feels weird too, and Cici, your feet don't feel right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not right. Uh, But I think her first instinct is, oh, did that gunk get in the wheels of my skates? And that one is said out loud.
Yeah. And their voice sounds different.
Yeah. Which is,
and
huh. Cece's voice has never sounded different.
there's the thought of, huh, that sounds deeper than expected, but there's also the voice of that sounds higher than expected.
Well, which one is it?
There's probably
Cici,
just a
like, blink,
an
blink. Am I broken? Am I malfunctioning? That, oh, when I find Kestrel, I'm going. He is going to regret this.
wait, but that's not right here.
Cici, confused, turning to look behind her. And, ooh boy, those feet are not wheels. She's not used to not having wheels. I'm picturing she tries to turn around, but she's expecting the wheels to like carry her further into the spin. Uh, so she actually turns like 20 degrees and stops.
Yeah. Does she look down at feet?
Yeah, I think at this point she does.
Yeah. Yep, those are not her roller skates. Those are bird feet.
Ooh. I feel like she like startles backwards. It's like, ugh. No, no, no. This can't be happening. This has to be some kind of glitch. I never thought I would want to have a glitch, but
I think Kestrel's done this before. And I think it's just like the he like goes to look at their hand and just Cici.
what?
I he just sighs because like he's like, why are you so angry at me? Just
Spit it out already.
Cici, we're both here. It
I kind of want to roll her like an intelligence.
yeah. Cici, honey. Cici,
5.
honey. Roll it at advantage because Kestrel is trying to help point this out.
Oh wait, or I could use Kiki's stats if we want for the
Yeah.
second one.
Yeah.
See if a +2 helps. Okay, that's better. 14.
That's
I'm
much better.
I'm I'm imagining in my head that she starts off going like, "Yeah, no shit, we're both here cuz you're talking to me." And then realizes, "Oh, oh, Cici can't swear, but she just swore. Something is
Yep.
very different here."
And
What are you
and
doing
he
in
like
here?
I didn't gunk. That gunk combined us.
Oh, gross. Oh.
Hey, Cici, you're breathing.
Oh. Oh, she hates this. Oh, gross, gross, gross. Make it stop.
I I would love to. I don't know how.
What do you mean you don't know how? You know what's going.
I
You knew what was happening. You have to know how to stop it.
I that that is not. Just like head in one hand. Yes, I know what this is, but I don't. Hmm. Cici can roll insight.
Sure.
At
Who's
advantage, of course, because
which? From which sheet should I use?
you can do again like one from Cici's, one from Kiki's.
Okay. Well, that's
Two.
Cece's. 2. And the Kiki's a
16.
16. That makes sense.
You can realize, yeah, Kestrel doesn't want to say it, but he has seen this before. He has just never had to be the one to stop it. And he doesn't know how.
Well, some help you are. Useless.
I'd. I'd. Excuse. I have never seen that gunk before. Pardon me for not knowing how it works.
I don't think I will. You're the one who got it on your hand, like an idiot. So this is your problem.
There's just a blink, just a bit of an incredulous blink. Like, man, this girl rude.
Yeah, it's kind of her whole thing. There's a reason why
Like,
people have probably told Kestrel to avoid her.
Caster's just like, how are you friends with Harlequinette? Because Harlequinette is pretty decent. Harlequinette is a fine, upstanding clown. This girl is not. Harlequinette is a fine, upstanding clown. Yeah, I think you might say that. How are you friends with Harlequinette?
Roll insight.
I once with Kestrel's, once with Kiki's.
Yeah.
I like that method, frankly.
Yeah.
Kiki's insight is the same. 14.
Yeah. So, like, you ask how she's friends with Harlequinette. She doesn't know. Harlequinette insists on being friends with her, and she doesn't know why.
Aww. Friendship acquired unintentionally.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Kestrel gets that response and just kind of sighs again. Like, he's gonna need to ask Harlequinette some things later, but just. For now, he kind of looks at their hand again, and I didn't point this out to you when I drew their riff before, but you know how Kestrel has like the little, uh, the markings on the back of his hands?
No, I'm sorry.
Kestrel normally has markings on the back of his hands. I gave Kiki a heart on the back of the hand.
Oh, adorable. Not not very
Yeah.
fitting, but
No, but adorable.
mhm.
And there's like looking their hand over, and there's like the metal plating, like the separating the finger joints. But then there's also like down their wrist feathers, soft feathers.
Hmm. I think like Cece's first reaction is to kind of shudder. Just okay. So we need to figure out a way to stop this then.
Agreed. Kestrel knows. The only person Kestrel would know to ask for help is Nova.
I mean, uh would he think about Nova? Would that be something Cici could pick up on or
Yeah, probably. Like, does Kiki want or Cici want to roll an insight?
sure.
One from Cici. And what about
Nat
Kiki's?
1. Nat 20 from
Oh,
Kiki, Nat 1 from Cici, the dichotomy.
holy cow! Well, taking the 21. Yeah, Nova definitely comes to mind for Kestrel, and there's also the thought of, oh, but Cece's right here. I don't want to just call for her, right? Oh, but Nova would know how to help, probably. Uh,
Nova?
like, Cece
Isn't
gets
that like
all that.
isn't that like the janitor girl? How would she help?
She does odd jobs.
Odd jobs like what? Separating tunes that get stuck together?
Kestrel doesn't respond. Um, we didn't talk about the possibility of audience participation, so I'm not sure if that's like,
Del, would you wanna hop in? I mean,
dull.
to be fair, we don't want them to get unfused right away. But they want to get unfused right
Yeah,
away.
yeah. Kestrel might. Is Nova on like the Raz? Is Nova contactable by Razwatch? Okay, they probably still have the some form of Razwatch under their sleeve.
Oh wait, we talked about this though, cause like Cici for all the animatronics, all the Rousewatch functionality is
Oh
just
yeah.
internal. So like Kestra goes to look
Oh
for a
yeah.
Rousewatch, and it's not there. And Cici's
He's
like,
just like,
whatever. If you think she can help, we can message her. Ugh. And
he
I don't know how this looks or feels for
might.
Kestrel, but a little text box popping up mentally uh that starts filling out with like, hey, Kestrel said you could help with a problem we're having, so come to and then a like location ping for where you are right now, please.
Kestrel jumps at the text box. Just, it's a little jump, but
Aw. I feel
yeah,
like Cece's reaction at Kestrel
yeah.
jumping is like, what? The big bad bird's scared of sending a little text message?
I Cici calls him that, and Cici feels like the feathers at their neck fluff up a little in reaction.
Hi.
I
Hi! We have a surprise third
Hi.
person in our FPS now. If you
I,
want to introduce
I want you
yourself.
Welcome,
to
audience
imagine
participation.
it's been like 5 seconds, and then all of a sudden they're like, "You rang for me," and Nova's like behind them.
It's Cece's turn to jump now. Just like,
Yeah. Kestrel doesn't jump as much because he's probably more used to Nova coming out of random spots at this
She
point.
knows why she can.
Exactly.
He's
So
prepared for
Cici
it.
jumps,
hmm.
and Kestrel doesn't say anything, but Cici can feel the smugness in the mind space.
Mentally, she is glaring back at him.
Nova
Physically, physically, she's like, "Oh, what the fuck? How'd you get here so fast?"
I was in here. Don't even worry about it.
There's a sigh of relief.
She's always in the area.
She is the area.
She is the area.
He is the area. Now, what I want to know is, would the sender from this message have identified as Cici or like sender unknown?
I think it would be like a glitchy look where it says both names at once, so it's really weird to look at.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
Does Nova
local
want
area in your area.
local areas in your area? Goodness gracious. Does Nova want to roll intelligence on this
Uh,
bird?
sure. Let me pull up the sheet. I wasn't prepared for this.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's
Sorry.
funny, so it's worth it. Mm.
I'm sorry. My straw decided to be loud for a second.
Ain't that just the
You can't
way?
go over local areas in your area.
That needs to be an ad. Half J. That should be.
Honestly,
Shingles in your
like
area.
a scam pop-up ad, I could see that. I could possibly
Yes.
make that.
You know, Raspberry Corporate is just like, oh, you want an ad slot? Sure. We're not gonna vet you.
You know the toy game
We
doesn't
need
have
money.
the toy game. I just put back the prize corner ad in a second time, but I could put in a different ad. Confuse the fuck out of anyone who's listening in order.
Okay, insight?
Oh, that would be funny. Intelligence. Or insight.
Intelligence.
Intelligence to recognize them, or insight to read what they're feeling.
I did insight and got a natural 20, so 23.
Oh boy.
Oh, holy cow.
Yeah.
Nova sees all. This has been a
Mhm.
fact.
Mhm. That's how Nova does.
Nova sees all. No.
We literally have Art of Nova with multiple eyes. It's a running gag at this point.
That's how she do. Yeah, I feel like with an insight of 23, like she's gonna get the fact that there are two warring mental states in this person. And one of them,
Yeah.
Cici, is pissed off is so pissed off and confused, but mostly mad.
I
There's
think
the
from the
familiarity
fact that this one is a harpy and looks like Cici, she can kind of gather what's going on here, considering she knows what happened when she fused with Kestrel, and they were also a harpy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, in the message, Cici did say, like, Kestrel says you might be able to help, so Kestrel is
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah.
And then there's the fact that I went from swearing at her to sigh of relief.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Nova looks them up and down and goes, "So, how'd this happen?"
There was something in the dumpsters.
and
And there's
this
just a cringe face.
and this idiot got it all over his hands, and then got it all over me,
I
and then we got
you
stuck
ran
together.
into me. You ran into me from a corner.
Who walks around with their hands sticking straight out in front of them?
I There's just another grumble, and then he just kind of looks at Nova, just like, help.
Do you guys want to roll, like, insight or perception on Nova after you said something from the dumpsters?
Sure.
Yes.
I feel
One
like
of
insight is
Kest-
more relevant, but perception is so much better for Cici.
I say
Do we just
perception
wanna-
because this could be visible on her face.
So do we just want to do one insight, one perception, both from
Sure.
Kiki's, or?
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'll roll the perception, you roll the insight.
Okay.
Wait, no, you roll the in.
Too late.
Never.
I rolled the insight.
Okay.
It's a 4.
Thank you. You have given me a 4 for my keyboard. 4 and 8.
Cool.
They got their own stuff going on. I take it they don't get anything.
Does Kiki get a thing, or is it just like an adding up the rolls? I don't know.
These were both Kiki.
It was a 4 insight and an 8 perception.
Okay. Yeah, no, Nova looks completely normal. She's vibing. There's nothing to worry about. She's totally chill.
How are you so calm about this?
Some experience.
Oh my
Kestrel
God.
sweating.
Kestrel sweating.
Cici can feel it when Nova says that.
Oh, she cringes. This is disgusting to her. Honestly, that might distract her. And she's like, "Oh, what are you doing now? Why is it wet? Ew."
It's just like, I didn't. Like, he's not meaning to do this on purpose. That's what she gets in the mind space.
Stupid organics.
Are they saying this all out loud or in the mind space?
You know, I don't know. I was thinking the mind space, but it might be more interesting if it's out loud and Nova can hear it.
Nova did not lick them. What are you talking about, MJ? They're sweating.
They're sweating.
Why would Nova lick them?
What the fuck?
Why would she do that?
Anyway, it would be funny if the stupid organics part was allowed out loud.
Yeah. Nova with like the same smile on her face she's had the entire time, just like, I'm right here.
I said what I said.
The funniest part is she's not organic.
No.
Like Cici says that, and then there's also, definitely from Kestrel, a blink at Nova, just like, Nova, it's fine.
Just like begins the thought Nova, but you're not, and then remembers he's with Cici, and he's like, never mind, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Does Cici want to roll insight?
Sure.
One, yeah, one from Cici's, one from Kiki's.
This is just hilarious, like so close to Nova's secret getting spilled, but we keep winning these.
We're skirting the line.
Cici's insight is a nat 1 again, but Kiki's is a 17.
Yeah, that's hilarious. So yeah, Cici gets that. Kestrel starts a thought like Nova, you, and then he stops it immediately. That's all she gets. Cici, please don't be evil.
Excuse, you've seen her character. She is evil.
I did not look at her alignment. I tend to ignore alignment.
This is true. It doesn't usually come into play, but mechanically she is evil. But
we have
what you may call a B word.
We have a single evil clown out of all of them, and it's the least visibly scary one that's evil.
It's the one that when you,
yeah,
if you were to just look at the clowns in a lineup without knowing anything about them, you'd probably say, "Oh yeah, that's the nice clown." Wrong.
Wrong. Incorrect buzzer noise.
This is she is what you might call a B word.
So, in response to that 17, how is Cici going to interpret this? Honestly, I don't think she's going to jump to Nova isn't organic. I think she's going to jump to, like, Kestrel trying to tell Nova that she doesn't have to defend him or something, because she called out a comment that was initially made at him, and is like, he's the one that got us into this mess. So I think if I have a few mean words for him, that's more than deserved.
It was an accident.
Nova like tilts her head a little, and her smile is a tiny bit amused. And she's just like, yeah, I mean, everyone in this situation could be to blame in some ways.
Something tells me Cici won't like that sentiment.
Yeah, Cici's immediate response is, no, not me. I was just going around the halls, normal, like I normally do, and...
Oh, no, you misunderstand. I'm not saying getting bumped into is your fault. I'm saying the continued existence is kind of being perpetuated by both of you. And then Nova like blinks and starts sweating, and she's like, but that's just a guess.
What, you think we're still stuck together because we like this or something?
Oh, no. Opposite.
Kestrel also blinks.
What, we have to get along? We have to get along to separate?
Nova, like, sweating bullets. Like, well, yeah, that's kind of my experience with it. Once you're both calm and on the same page, it undoes.
Kestrel also takes the chance to just gesture at theirself, just like, Nova, are you hearing this? Are you hearing what she is saying?
Cici is
Nova
making
just,
the
like, looks at
nastiest grimace with Kiki's face.
Nova, like, puts her hands on her hips and goes, Kestrel, you of all people should know that's how it worked last time.
I didn't. More sweating. I'm sorry, Cici.
Bit already. Isn't there anything else we can do?
There are a few things I could try, I guess, but, like, that's the one I know will work most likely.
Tired sigh.
Listen, all the options are gonna be ones you don't agree with, okay? I can tell you the other options if you want, but you're not gonna like them either.
Kestrel debating if he wants to hear the options.
I already don't like the option we have, so how could it hurt to have more options I won't like?
Okay. I have two other ideas. One, you somehow get so bad with each other that your body cannot handle it and you just pop apart. I don't think that's going to work. I think you're just going to end up hurting yourselves more. Other option, I beat you up until your body can't handle it and you pop apart. That's also going to hurt you, but physically.
Cici is considering the second one.
In the mind space,
in the mind space,
Cici.
she's like, well,
Cici, no.
I mean, in the mind space, she's like, well, I mean, we still have some technicians on call, so they could probably fix me up within a couple days.
Incredulous blink. He's like, I will be injured.
Yeah,
Cici doesn't care, does she?
Nope. Nova got a sudden idea. She's not saying anything, but would you like to hear the idea, you two?
Yes.
Yes.
Nova's thinking, should I put them through the funhouse and make them have to do teamwork to get out of it? See if that works.
Oh my gosh.
They get House of Leaves.
That is an intriguing possibility. If you feel up to it, doll.
Hey, I'm all good for running the funhouse if you guys want to do the funhouse option. I keep saying we need to let her do it to someone. Why not them?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I mean, I feel like this will result in Cici finding out about Nova, but if that's cool with you.
She's so close to finding out anyway. It was probably gonna happen. Why not? Plus, Nova doesn't like seeing her inhabitants suffer.
Man, Nova's gotta be real. Because I'm thinking
Nova
of the
has
message in
thought.
front row seats like 10 minutes ago about how everyone in PartyPlex is suffering. Anyway.
Everyone in PartyPlex needs therapy. Kestrel and Cici have their little head argument as Nova has that thought, and then it gets to in the head, it gets to Cici being like, yeah, I don't care if you get injured. And then there's just, Nova just sees them sigh again, and then just, we're not doing that one. We're not doing that one.
And Nova just, like, looks at them and goes, Kestrel, and I would like you to roll an insight, both of you if you want, but mainly Kestrel. Just gonna be like, Kestrel, you know I love you, right? You're one of my best friends.
Can I do one from one from Kestrel, one from Cici's or Kiki's?
Yeah.
Or
get silly with it.
Does that work, son?
Yeah. Should I do one from Kiki's as well?
Whatever you guys want to do.
One from Kestrel's, one from Kiki's, one from Cici's.
Oops. Okay.
I did the one from Kiki's.
And so that Cici, Kiki, and Kestrel's.
So
13.
Kiki got a
16 from Kiki.
Cici got a 7.
Okay. Kestrel, you see that look? And internally you know what she's going to do. You see that look in her eyes.
He pales. Kiki pales.
Cici feeling the second hand, like, oh shit, what's going on? What's she going to do?
Nova.
Yes?
No.
Nova, yes?
Nova.
I don't like seeing you suffer.
This isn't. Nova, we can't.
But you can! I can make it happen!
What is she talking about? Is no one going to tell me what's going on?
And, like, as you have that thought, Nova's, like, eyes look strange to you. They're the same, but something so uncanny about them. And then the floor gives way under you, and you are plummeting.
Cici screams.
So does Kestrel. Kiki screams. Where do they land?
In a ball pit, and when they rise out of the balls, they're in the Funhouse. Zen, do you want to send those cool Funhouse pictures you gave as inspiration for Nova's deal?
I don't still have them. I just got them off Google.
Yes! Show us the Funhouse.
DashCon. Oh no, the ball pit.
The ball pit.
The horrors.
It's not letting me copy images. I can copy a link.
Oh no!
I'll put them in the video.
Let me try and find it in the front row seats, because we had it here, didn't we? Or was it Razwatch?
It was Razwatch. Everyone, look at Razwatch. And to your left, you will see.
I will grab the pictures for you.
I'm putting a couple in.
Okay.
Yeah. So many neons. And so many horrible stares.
To be fair, the horrible stares were just for if she was drunk.
Yeah, we're doing Funhouse.
So many neons. Cass probably gonna swear. I can't swear. Zen, will you do the honors of the F word?
Sure. Oh, fuck. Where the fuck are we?
Thank you. No. Kestrel, like, yells up, like, Nova!
You feel like a rumble around you that kind of seems amused before it stops.
She's laughing. She's laughing at them.
She is.
They're stuck in the funhouse and she's laughing.
She is.
Ugh. Just head in hands for a moment.
Cici internally is like, I've lived in the PartyPlex my whole life, and I've never seen anything like this. Where are we? Are we even still in the PartyPlex?
Oh, you're definitely in the
Definitely.
PartyPlex.
Does Kestrel know it's called the Funhouse? Can it be
No,
like
but
Nova has...
I don't think Nova has told you about her ability to funhouse people, but I think you can tell from the aesthetic that this is a funhouse.
Kestrel just grumbles, she has a funhouse. Why does she have a funhouse?
Wait, Nova? How the hell does an odd job worker have a secret section of the PartyPlex? And how did she make the floor collapse?
Cici.
What?
Nova is the PartyPlex. He's just gonna say it now. He feels like Nova has given him free reign.
Yeah. Getting funhoused was permission.
Nova is the PartyPlex.
What do you mean Nova is the PartyPlex? She just works here.
He's like getting them out of the ball. He's like getting them out of the ball pit as this is being said.
She's not a building.
She is the building. The PartyPlex is alive, and she likes to make a human form, which is Nova. And she apparently has decided this is a good way to help us. There is a glare up at the ceiling as he says that.
I'm imagining there's like all sorts of patterns on the walls, and one of the patterns kind of shapes itself to look like a smile for a second before shifting back to normal.
Kestrel gestures at that C. C.
Cici is blue screening, trying to process this.
You can roll an insight if she wants.
Yeah.
What?
She could roll an insight on Kestrel.
Sure.
If she's like, is he lying to me?
Or she could do a history check to know if she knows what a genius loci is.
Or that.
Maybe. Let's see, what's her history? +1.
Kiki's
13?
history is a +2.
Should I roll Kiki's history?
Doll is 13 enough?
That's sent it again?
Oh.
How the hell? Going up to edit doesn't work. How did that work?
Huh.
There's Kiki's history, but it's 11.
I think a 13 is enough to like vaguely remember something weird a customer was talking about, and you're like, a building that's alive. Oh, I've heard of that. That weirdo was talking about. Oh.
I thought that was a conspiracy theory thing. That's real?
He gestures at the walls. Like, yes.
She's just...
Still has experience being the walls.
She is a little bit horrified.
Cici roll insight. Well, one from Cici, one from Kiki, but...
That's straight D20.
Yep, that would be Cici's insight. Kiki's is a 9.
Nah, I'm gonna give this one to her anyway. First of all, Kestrel is through the mind space. Kestrel he is not lying. He is being very honest. She can tell this. And also, there is the underlying thought of, yeah, I know this because I've partly been this for a sec.
She is a little bit more horrified.
Understandable. Kestrel was also horrified.
How? So, how long has the PartyPlex been alive?
I assume Kestrel knows. Yeah, Kestrel knows, like, as long as there have been people active in it, yeah?
Yeah. That's probably your guess. She hasn't said anything about it, but since she seems so wise and you felt being her, you can assume she's been active since the PartyPlex itself has been open.
Yeah, so he says that, like, since the PartyPlex has been open, I guess.
It's Kestrel's turn to roll insight on Cici.
Alrighty. One insight from Kestrel's.
Also, because you keep sending pictures of being in a place funhouse through the ball pit, I'm just saying that's where you are. You are in a daycare style place, and the floor is ball pit.
At least we are for
Nice.
now.
Just all ball pit floor.
All ball pit floor.
The
The only way to
noise.
get out of the ball pit is to go
It's
in
a
the
dream
toilet.
come true. It's a dream come true. Anyway, there was an 8 and a 6.
Yeah, I think
Insights.
with 8, like, Kestrel gets that Cici is worried, but can't quite tell what she is worried about. But hearing that the PartyPlex has been alive the whole time worries her. Out of character. This is because Cici punches the walls in her room.
Oh.
Cici realizing what she's been doing.
There is a mental eyebrow raise from Kestrel at Cici. He's. Can he make an educated guess?
I mean, probably.
All he's gonna do is just be like, I learned about this after I stabbed the maze.
Wait, so, like, did she feel that? Was she mad at you?
Surprisingly, no. She is very generous.
She did feel it, though.
She did feel it.
I'm picturing, like, Kiki starts to sweat, but this time it's because of Cici, not Kestrel, but Cici still goes to yell at Kestrel for it. It's like,
I think as you guys have been standing there for a while, the ball pit starts, like, shifting, like there's something in there with you to incentivize you to get out of the ball pit.
Oh no!
Immediately going to the slide. There will also just be like, Nova! Immediately going onto the nearest slide.
Climbing out of the balls. Yeah. I feel like...
Which may be hard to do considering bird feet and Heelys.
Yeah, as
you
he
could
tries
have
to...
gone in any of the openings, but no, you chose a slide.
As Kestrel tries to climb up on the slide, Cici has like a like box, because I should have picked a different word because pronounced that sounds like the noise a chicken make, but she's sort of like freezes up before he climbs up the slide, and it's like, no, we'll roll off.
Kesha like looks down at their feet and we don't have And he looks down at their feet and is like, we don't have, but then he does see the Heelys and is like,
Shoved your face down into the ball pit to look at your legs.
Well, I assume maybe like lifted one leg up out of the balls.
Yeah.
oh yeah, up. Yeah, when they're like sitting on the slide, I imagined.
To be generous, I
Yeah.
will say you are allowed to notice there are openings into the play area that are not slides.
Yeah.
Mm. So maybe they sit on the slide for a moment as like an instinctive thing. And then Cece's like, well, we're not going to be able to climb up it at any rate.
And Kestrel's like, yeah, you're probably right. And he doesn't say that, but Cici can tell he begrudgingly agrees.
Smuggest little :3 cat face mentally from Cici.
Another grumble. It's just like, fine, we'll go through the openings.
I feel like...
Are the balls still moving? Is the ball pit still, like, rumbling?
Yeah, it started to get closer to you because you guys were sitting there for a bit.
Oh, Cece's gonna beeline for the closest entrance.
Yep. And Kiki has that 50 speed.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I'm just imagining you guys like somehow managing to skirt around the rumbling part and run behind it into an opening.
Yeah. I feel like as this is happening, Cece's like, Jackie would never let anything like this happen at her play place.
Kestrel just like mentally looks at her and is just like, well, we're in a funhouse by someone who has decided to, with all good intentions, mess with us.
Mm-hmm.
We're being picked with, Cici.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
Jackie would
bullied.
Jackie would never fuck with people like this.
Are you sure about that?
Cici doesn't think she would.
Jackie can't do this to people. Jackie is not a building.
Mm-hmm.
Jackie's not a building.
Even without
Thank goodness.
being a building. I don't think she'd crawl around under the
all...
balls to scare people unless she had a good reason.
Can Cici roll another insight, because Kestrel is also pulling up the mental image of the skateboard incident.
The skateboard incident. Then again, Jackie was confetti brain during that, but it doesn't matter. Cici cannot think.
8.
Natural one.
Yeah, Cici keeps rolling nat ones on insight. She is the least insightful person.
Oh no, a nat 1 from Cici and then 8 from Kiki. Yeah, they don't get much, but there is just definitely the image from Kestrel, like, I'm pretty sure she would. I think she would. The skateboard incident was from Surprise Scavenger Hunt. And the reason that Kestrel has decided he does not like Jackie, and that is all I will say.
I feel like with an 8, she does get the like Kestrel's dislike of Jackie and is like, don't you talk bad about my friends like that.
Oh, Cici.
Kestrel does say at this time, she ran us into a wall on a skateboard.
Well, you survived, didn't you?
Desperately don't mention that you tried to run her over with a car.
He's not going to say that he tried to do that, because look, when you pack that much anger into a tiny little body, he just went a little mad. It's okay. But he doesn't say that, but he's still just like, Yes, just head and hands. And can they roll perception on the play, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
As they are now out of the ball pit.
I can roll
Kestrel,
it since
Kiki,
it's the...
Cici?
Sure, I will roll for Kiki because it's got the 4.
Yeah.
I'll do Cici first.
Thank you.
Oh!
Cici?
I hit R while focused in the sheet and rotated it by accident.
Oh no.
That's fine now.
Patsy.
That's not right.
Nope. That's R20. That's
Hey.
a dirty 20.
Cool.
Do you
That's
still
so
want to roll for
Cici.
Kestrel?
Yes. Oh wait, that 4 was from Kiki.
Yeah.
14.
So Kiki got a dirty 20. What do they see?
What is in this? What is in this play place?
Since you guys got a 20, well, first of all, you can see it's bright, it's colorful, full of mesh walls, tons of obstacles you'll have to go through. But, like, you can vaguely see a different type of bright in a different area of the play place. You'd have to get to it, but it looks more like a darkroom neon light look. So that's probably your way out.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, like one of those little crawly tunnels has a different light coming out of it.
I have distinctly had nightmares about being trapped in like a play place full of just weaving webs of those tunnels, so I like this, frankly.
Yippee! I'm doing good at House of Leavesing you.
You're doing so good. I love it. I love when I love the neon House of Leaves.
Yee.
Yippee! And she loves
So
you
they see the-
too.
Aww.
Go here, go in the dark.
They're gonna go the dark light. They both Kestrel and Cici both see that, and it's just like, yep, that's probably the way. Oh, we gotta go in tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, we
you
gotta
also
go in
gotta go through a
tunnels.
bunch of you gotta go through a bunch of the little kid obstacles too, so you're just getting squished by like the rolly punching bag ones and like going through the wires and all that stuff.
How tall did we decide Kiki was?
At least I think like 6'6".
6'6".
Was it taller than that?
Somehow my brain is going to 7 feet, but
Yeah.
6'6" is more reasonable.
Let me see.
Well, you don't have to worry about the height because Nova did make this funhouse specifically for you, so it fits your proportions. You feel like a child in this place. It's huge.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
I don't think we decided on a height, but you did suggest 7 and then 7'6". Which should be fun.
I like 7'6".
Mm-hmm. Finally,
No matter
not the
the height,
shortest
you are
clown.
child. You are child height compared to this building funhouse you're in. You feel
Which
small.
is terrifying.
That's fun.
Which is terrifying.
Mm-hmm. But fun.
Forced to whimsy.
Should they roll like survival to, because like they see where the exit is, but there's still the web of tunnels.
Maybe
Yeah, sure.
Maybe acrobatics to navigate.
It's their natural habitat.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah,
I love it.
This is just the clown's natural habitat. The security clown's natural habitat. You put them in there, they'll run wild.
Mm-hmm. Put them in there and turn out the light.
Idea of just
Yeah.
The idea of just hearing like skittering from the tunnels and you can't see where it's coming from.
Yeah.
I love that. Anyway,
to be fair, Steelwool already did capitalize on that.
Yeah, but not at this level of
Not at
bidding.
this level. God, that would be cool.
Not at this level.
God, I gotta learn how to make video games.
Acrobatics or survivals?
Whichever you want to do.
Let's do acrobatics because that's best.
Okay, Kestrel's acrobatics.
No, I think just Kiki because it's a physical thing. I'm gonna roll just
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's
Kiki's.
physical. Yeah.
21?
Oh,
21!
They're not
21
bad.
acrobatics. They navigate this pretty well.
Yeah.
Physically.
Kiki, born to argue, forced to whimsy, you are getting through this like a child who's hyped up on Fizzy Faz. You're going.
I think an interesting thing about this is Cici has never been a child. This is not evoking a lot of nostalgia for her, besides, of course, oh, this is a bit like where Jackie works.
Yeah. Also, MJ
Kestrel's been a
suggested
child,
a
but he's...
thief going through the clown gauntlet in Nova's Funhouse.
Yes.
Yes.
This is not familiar to either of them because Kestrel, while he has been a child, he has never been to a place.
This is why I say forced to
somehow.
whimsy. There's no natural whimsy
Forced
to
to
you, you are
whimsy.
forced to whimsy.
Some are born whimsical, some are made to be whimsical.
You know what? For a little bit of flavoring, I'm gonna say that as you're going through this and you stopped arguing, you realize Jackie's daycare theme is playing over this. But it's slightly off. There's something strange about it, but you recognize the music, especially Cici.
Cici, like, wait, what did she do to Jackie's music?
The funny thing is, I've said Jackie's music is like a specific remix version of the daycare music, so this is the original daycare music without the remix.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's fun. Kestrel hates this.
That was just like, Cici's just like, nothing about this place is right. I hate you for getting us into this.
Kestrel was just gonna be like, I think she's having fun. And then just like, I didn't do it on purpose. This is all unintentional.
Yeah, well, that doesn't really matter because it still happened, didn't it?
Yeah. Like as you're arguing, you reach the neon tunnel and you look in and ooh, yeah, that sure is neon ultralight stuff in there. That's dark room neon lights. And your
Another
ticket out,
perception?
apparently.
Is it like
you can do perception once you go through?
Okay.
Okay, is it like a tunnel or a slide? I think it would be fun if it's a slide. Oh, tunnel.
I mean, it could be a
Okay,
it could
'cause you
start
said
out a
slide.
tunnel and then whoops, they're falling. It's a
Yeah.
slide now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You crawl through and then your hand goes down and then you're like, wait, no, and you go down.
I love that.
Cici panicking and vaguely trying to hit the walls to stop them, but then deciding, well, that's not a good idea.
No. Also probably doesn't work. Also, they're going head first because now they crawled in. Horrible. Where did they land?
But you know how sometimes slide areas will have like the little mat at the bottom for you to donk into, and then you have to step off the mat to get to the actual floor? You donk into a mat.
Yeah. They they land at the bottom, and I think Kestrel is just like, yes, she's definitely having fun.
Well, at least someone is.
Perception.
Yep, go ahead.
Kestrel perception. That's one. 7.
7.
Kiki perception.
10.
Do you want me to roll that?
Yeah. Otherwise, you're not
Kiki
gonna see nothing.
17 for
17.
Kiki.
17 for...
Oh my gosh,
That is so fun.
perfect.
10
Cici
plus
got
7.
10, Kestrel got 7, and Kiki got 17. How fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So, like,
power
at
of
first,
this is not friendship.
yeah. At first, it's like, oh, my eyes hurt. Like, the going from the bright play place to the dark, ultraviolet light room, or,
Yeah.
like, UV light room. And then you adjust, like, somehow you steal each other instead of yourselves, and you manage to adjust. And it looks like a maze that has the effects of an arcade or UV light area. And there's like little arrows on the wall pointing which way to go. But they're in different colors, and different arrows point different directions depending on the colors. So you're in a maze.
Horrible, I love it.
Also, the music switched. Do you want to know what music it switched to?
Yeah.
Yes.
Moon's Doomsday Carousel. The longer you're in here, the faster the music is gonna go.
Oh no. Oh.
I don't know that music. I don't
help,
know that music.
Help 1 and 2?
Yeah. Let me
Nope,
grab it
I
for
haven't
you.
watched a playthrough of that yet.
Let me grab the music for you.
Thank you. This is very important. I have watched a playthrough of it, I just don't remember much of it.
Yeah, just picture like carnival carousel music that's sort of like deep and imposing and just keeps getting faster.
Horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, here you go.
Nova's
I hope that's the right one.
Cici is
Doomsday Bride.
on edge. Like,
oh, that's loud.
Sorry.
It's okay.
All right, let's try to get out of here as fast as possible. Pick a color, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, neither of you know the music is gonna get faster, so you're not prepared for that.
Cici just doesn't like this place anyway.
Neither does Kestrel. They're in agreement. This is progress.
It's working.
It's dark and spooky in here. And you know, she has fun in the dark and spooky laser arena sometimes, but that's when she's with her friends and not stuck with Kestrel.
In the belly of the beast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In the belly of the beast. In a building that is apparently alive.
Yeah, and that might have a grudge for her. She doesn't know.
It might have a grudge for her.
So I think she's like, okay, I guess let's try picking a color and following all the arrows that are that color.
Seems like the best idea.
What color are you gonna pick?
What colors are there, doll?
Yeah, Cici would like to pick red, if red is available.
There is pink, and there is green, and there is blue, and there's a weird one that kinda is a color you can't quite name.
Horrible, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it so much. Kestrel is fine with red. He's indifferent to the colors, but like he also sees that color that can't be named as just like that one hurts my head.
Yep.
What is that one?
Don't know.
Each time you look, it seems different.
Let's go with pink. And she will start them off trying to follow the pink arrow. And I feel like, because like Cici's only ever had skates before, so she's a little unsteady trying to walk this body, and is gonna try and figure out the heelys instead.
Also, so tall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Which, like, building is built to accommodate tall still, I think, but different center of balance and everything.
Okay, I rolled it out, so I know which color is right.
Oh no!
Ooh, fun.
Oh no! Oh no!
Where does the pink lead us, doll?
Why don't you start with rolling on seeing how good you are at following pink?
Survival?
Yeah. Survive.
In
Oh
investigation or perception to spot the arrows also maybe? Or is that still
Sure,
counted in
whatever
the
you want to
survival?
do.
Cuz
Whichever
Do we
you
want to
want to
do
do.
like
let's
do we want to do like a survival from one sheet, a perception from another, investigation from from another?
this is getting a little complicated. Maybe just use Kiki's sheet. And Kiki
Yeah.
Yeah,
has
let's stick with Kiki's from now. They are
Kiki
getting
has the
Yeah,
best
let's stick with Kiki's from now on.
investigation is the best for Kiki. So
So go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I can roll.
okay.
Also, fits with using Kiki's sheet from now on, considering, they are hopefully becoming a bit more unified. 11.
I'm gonna give it to you because this is the shortest path. You go through some twists and some turns, and you end up right back where you started.
Well, fuck.
Pick another color.
Kestrel looks at that brain-hurting one.
But what if it's not right? You don't know.
Feels
I
like she
do.
would. Part of Kestrel feels like, yeah, she would put it on the brain-hurting one, but also she would. Would that be too obvious? She wouldn't want to be too obvious.
Cici is also thinking if it's not the brain hurting one probably leads to the worst place.
Yeah.
Let's save that for last. Let's rule out everything else
Kestrel
first.
will agree with that.
What color
Kestrel
you
will
doing
agree with
there?
that. Blue?
Green or blue? You say blue? Let's do blue. Roll again.
You want to do blue?
Cici doesn't care.
Investigation again? You want to roll it?
Sure.
You want to do the investigation this time, Zen?
Mm-hmm.
22.
22.
So
Yeah.
you do get your route. It wasn't the right one, but you do get extra stuff because you got such a good roll.
Mm-hmm.
You notice like the drawings on the wall kind of look like everyone you know. They're all cutesy and fun looking, but it's everyone you know doing something they love.
Oh. Okay, I have a question.
Now that's just adorable.
What's the question?
Is there a drawing of Rylan?
I think you turn a specific corner that's a dead end, and yes, there's Rylan in that specific corner doing something they love.
Probably
Did I roll an insight?
Yeah, roll an insight. I was just about to say.
Everyone who Nova loves gets a place on this wall, and Rylan was someone she loved.
Oh. 18.
With an 18, like, Kestrel has never met Rylan. Kestrel has at most seen Rylan in, like, the advertising for the bowling alley and, like, some merchandise and stuff. But he can tell that Cici did know Rylan and was very close with him because there is an intense wave of grief when she sees this picture of him and sadness and guilt.
Like deep, their breathing deepens.
And she doesn't even complain
Kestrel
about
is
that.
Yeah, Kestrel is surprised at this. And I think, yeah, he got an 18. I think he realizes it's well enough to just leave that for a sec. to not ask her about it.
Also, like, since they're organic right now, I get the idea that like there's tears welling up in their eyes, and it's gonna take Cici a moment to notice.
Og.
Cause like
I don't think Kestrel's.
Hmm?
Cause like yeah.
Yeah. It's not
What were you
something
gonna say?
it's not something Cici really does. Like the animatronics are toons, they can cry, but it's not something Cici does.
Very cathartic, so this
Yeah.
might be a good experience for her.
Yeah. Maybe. Kestrel is not gonna interfere to reach for the tears. Like he's 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 gonna let Cici handle this for a second unless it seems like he's given her space. That's what I'm trying to say. He's given her space.
Aww. Yeah, I feel like it takes her a couple minutes to get like to like first she realizes they're crying and starts like angrily wiping the tears away, and it's like your stupid organic body's leaking again.
Kester, like, it's not said with words, but she gets the read, like, that's not him. That's not from him, Cici.
And she's not gonna acknowledge that. She's like, it's a dead end anyway. We're just wasting time.
Well, you haven't reached the end of your route when you see this. There's a little bit more to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she turns away to keep following arrows.
Yeah. And you do reach a dead end in a big room, and there's a picture of a bunch of children. There, you can't really tell who it is because it's done in a child drawing style, but it looks like they're all at a birthday party. And Nova's there holding the cake for them. And they all look really happy.
Ah!
Oh, Nova, sweetie. Is that all that's in this room? Or do we need to roll
Yep,
perception?
that's all that's
That's
in the
all?
room. Yep, you see this mural, and then you can go to the thing that'll send you back to the start.
Okay, but what if the room also had like a table all set up for the birthday party in it?
Oh, you're so right. You're so right. There is one. There is one, absolutely.
Oh,
With like,
And in place of where the
adorable.
children would be, there's plushies of the animatronics.
oh,
It's all set up, just waiting for a cake.
oh my god.
No way. Oh, as they walk back, Kestrel is definitely gonna give like a pat to the wall.
Oh,
Oh, I feel like when they see
Did
that
Cici
room, what?
I was just gonna ask if Cici wanted to do anything, so
I feel like Cici's not going to do anything, but is going to think back to the party from Tears of a Clown, and like idly wonder if it's a similar thing.
oh,
oh,
you're close there, Cici.
Oh no.
oh,
worry.
I love this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There's a pat to the wall before they get back to the start.
Mm-hmm. So you going green now?
They're going
Yuck.
green now.
Saving the horrible color for last.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
Okay,
say
do your roll.
I thought you were gonna say saving the environment. 'Cause going green.
Do your roll.
Also that.
Would you like to roll this time?
Yes. 23.
23.
They're getting better and
You
better.
do get extra
Sorta.
stuff. This is the wrong route. Nova went the obvious option. But
Kestrel
yeah,
size.
you do get extra stuff.
What do we get?
Oh well.
You are walking down this hall, and as you look around, it's kind of weird because there's a bunch of symbols and stuff and writing, and then in picture frames is stuff of like the blueprints of the PartyPlex and other things. It's like when someone hangs up
Nova's baby
pictures of their
pictures.
family members, but instead of family members, it's the PartyPlex being built and all that sort of stuff. How did she get these pictures?
It's her
No one
baby
knows.
pictures.
It's her baby pictures, yeah. It's pictures of her quote
No,
unquote
the
growing up.
Oh, Kestrel finds that adorable.
Yeah, there's pictures of it being built, the blueprints and all that. The first party ever done there. The first time each animatronic was unveiled. Each time an attraction was opened, all that.
Oh, Kestrel can't help but smile at that one, at these.
Oh. I feel like Cici is a little interested too, mostly in the ones like that predate her. Cause she was a third round animatronic, so she hasn't been around for the whole of the PartyPlex. And it's like it's interesting to see what was there before her. But if there is a photo of like her unveiling, she will not look at that.
Oh.
You turn to look away from the one that has Cici in it, and you see a picture of the first time the band performed. The whole band.
Oh no. Can I roll another insight?
Yeah.
Particularly on the photo of Cici, but like also on the band one.
Yeah.
Fine. Can I
Roll
roll
again.
again, please?
Yeah.
11.
I mean, with an 11, you're not gonna get much. But, like, as Cici turns away from, like, the photo of, like, unveiling her and presumably the ice cream shop, there is sort of a feeling of guilt again, and the thought that, like, or a feeling that, like, this is not on par with the rest of the happy occasions in this hallway, in Cici's mind, at least.
We didn't plan for this to be Cici lore.
We didn't.
It's become Cici and Nova lore hour, and Kestrel's living through it.
That's a lot of his life, but we didn't plan for any of this.
No.
We just went hee throw the throw the two grumpy ones together.
I think the most plans we had was like, maybe they'll drink coffee.
Aren't you glad you decided to ask me to be Nova?
Yes, this is amazing.
This is wonderful.
Funhouse of whimsy
Cici's
and suffering.
Having emotions. Cici's having emotions.
Having so many emotions, and she can't hide all of them. And looking
Forced
at
because you're sharing a body.
Yeah, and looking at the photo of the band all performing, it's just like sadness and a little bit of guilt and anger.
Ugh.
With an 11, you don't get to know why.
Ugh. Kestrel isn't gonna ask again, but I think, like, they just go to hold their own hands.
What are you
Also,
doing?
some more pictures that you see. Every employee's first day, including yours, Kestrel. You are there as if you are important enough to be put in this hall of happy memories.
He's part of him is like, oh, my first day at this place. Then part of him is like, Nova put this here. Oh. Like, there's the bad feeling, and then immediately after it, the good feeling of, oh, Nova.
There's also a picture of her first day on the job. And for a building who is just making a human of herself, she's got the look of a fresh new worker with stars in their eyes and so excited for their first time doing a job like this.
Oh my
My
god.
pecking heart.
Yeah.
My pecking heart. I love her so much.
Ren, like, you can't do this to us, but oh, I can, and I will.
Welcome to the PartyPlex. Welcome to the PartyPlex. I love her. I love her. I love her. I love her.
Also, since you got such a good role, when you see Officer Bailey's first day at the Partyplex one, the picture frame is slightly tilted, unlike everything else in this place.
Ooh.
Just so, like, that's strange.
I'm also picturing maybe like, I don't know if this room is still in the blacklight style or if it's more traditionally lit.
No, it's blacklight. It's blacklight.
Yeah, so I'm picturing like all these photos have some sort of glowing element near or around them so that they're like visible, and maybe like the glow is a little bit dimmer around Bailey's photo.
Uh-huh. That's what I was imagining.
Yes!
Kestrel is definitely like, He'll have to ask Nova about that later.
And there's one for eggs and all the others.
Oh,
This is cute. A few of them have little doodles around them.
I know that neither Cici or Kestrel would likely pick up on this, especially because neither of them know about this fella, but are there any pictures of Glob anywhere in this space?
There aren't pictures of Glob, because how would you get a picture of that? But in a space where a photo should be, there's a picture of... There's like a little doodle in a space where a picture should be of a little pile of spaghettis with a Razzie head on it, and it looks so happy. It's weird.
Aww. Aww.
No.
It's surrounded by little hearts.
Aww.
No,
someone holding up, hanging up a phone.
This has become an interrogating doll about Nova, the FPS. But I have two questions. One is, does Handy have a separate picture from Eggs? And two is, are there pictures for the night terrors?
Okay, first up, yes. Like, next to Eggs' picture is a smaller picture that has just Handy in it.
Aww.
And, in a similar fashion to the Glob picture being there as a doodle instead of actual picture, there's like an area for the clowns, so there was Cici, and then there was Jackie, and then there's Harley Quinette, and then like a bunch of doodles near Harley Quinette of cartoonish versions of the Night Terrors, where it looks more like cutesy instead of scary, so you couldn't tell what it is. But there's little drawings of them. They're there in spirit.
Adorable.
Adorable.
Adorable. Kestrel will see I'm not sure how Cici responds to these, but Kestrel will see those and be like, huh. And he definitely has questions, but he's also mentally going, what's what I see in here that I do not already know about stays in here, because Nova sees everything and she is the keeper of the secrets.
Yeah.
I feel like when Cici sees that, she's idly just like, I wonder if those are Harlequinette's friends from before the PartyPlex.
Oh,
Because Harlequinette has
you have no
mentioned
idea.
them at this point, having friends
You
before
have
the PartyPlex, but.
Kestrel, who knows nothing about where Harlequinette came from, just like, huh? It's just like, huh?
I mean, Harlequinette wasn't built here.
But yeah, there is a photo of Otto, just a single picture of Otto, and it's surrounded by so many hearts and stars.
Oh. Oh.
Cici looking at this, baffled why this staff bot gets so much attention.
Kestrel again, just mentally like, I'm not gonna worry about it. What we see here, it stays here.
Cici is side-eyeing him like she's not gonna directly argue, but she's not agreeing.
It's just like, he's just like, Nova sees everything here. It's just like, Nova sees everything here because she is the building, which means she has secrets, which he's gonna respect and keep those.
I mean, if she didn't want us to see it, then she wouldn't have let us in here, right?
He looks up at the ceiling.
Like, for a second, you think there's not gonna be response, and then like a doodle, like in the process of being drawn, shows up on the ceiling, and it's just like a squinty face. It's just a picture of a chibi Nova squinting at you, and then it gets erased.
Cici does not know how to interpret that. Should I roll insight?
Sure.
If you use Cici's instead of Kiki's, then I will also roll one from Kestrel.
Well, I rolled Kiki's first, so I will also roll Cici.
Okay.
Oh my
Come on.
god, a nat 20 for once. Cici rolls better than
Wow.
Kiki.
Cici perceives.
Exactly.
Kestrel also perceives.
Okay, both of you can tell. Nova's fine with you seeing this, but if you start yapping about it, she's gonna get upset at you. Like, this is a kind of trust thing. Like, she's trying to help you, so she's trusting you with her own issues, sorta. So you know she's not just doing this simply for the fun of it. It's kind of a, I'm doing this because I want to help you. Don't go yapping about my innards. I'm gonna not appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Kestrel, like, yeah? That's about what he was expecting.
Yeah, Kestrel, reusing his 17, can tell Cici is not comfortable with this. She doesn't feel like Nova should be trusting her with this. She doesn't feel trustworthy.
Kestrel's also like, I didn't expect her to trust me with this either, but here we are. He's been keeping the secret of the fact that she is the building secret for a good bit. Like, he's not gonna betray that trust. He's not.
And that's why she loves him. That's her best friend.
Oh, they're besties.
Oh my gosh.
They're besties.
But yeah, would you like to continue down the path and go down the horrible color route?
Unfortunately,
Yes.
Out of the Hall of Memories into horrible color.
Should we still roll investigation?
Kestrel sighs.
No, there's nothing on this route since you got everything else you needed from the other routes. There's nothing on this route except for horrible color that makes your head hurt.
Kestrel also signed like she went for the reverse psychology. I was like, oh, it would totally be the unique color, but oh, she wouldn't do that. That'd be too obvious. But then because she knew, I know it was too obvious, she went for the obvious one.
Yeah.
Cici, as Kestrel thinks himself in circles like this, just internally like, shut up, stop that, shut up.
Quit spiraling, we're busy.
Kestrel just aghast again, just like, just let me have this.
You can have it when I don't have to hear it.
Be quiet, there's Laura, Kestrel.
He's just, look, mind games are enrichment for the man.
Okay.
What did they get through the horrible colors?
Headache. And then they get out of it.
Where do they emerge into once they have found the end of the maze?
You know those Funhouse glass mazes? That, but it's mirror
Yes.
maze.
Yeah.
I've been in a mirror maze. I've been in a mirror maze. I think I almost cried. I blacked out in that mirror maze.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but this mirror maze is fun because it's different.
What's different about it?
Instead of being normal mirrors, you know the Funhouse mirrors at the end of a Funhouse when you go out of it and they're all silly shapes and they warp you? They make you look different.
Oh, fun. Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Also headache.
You're in a Funhouse mirror maze.
Kestrel just blinks and just like, oh, we probably should break. This has become a long FPS.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
think you guys
you mid-sentence.
Yeah, you guys see this, and then we cut to break.
Alright. Yeah. We'll be back in a few minutes.
This is fun.
It's so fun, oh my god.
Break time.
I'm having a great time.
Whoa!
Good drawing!
Oh my gosh.
Yippee.
They look so done, which is accurate.
Remarkable. Remarkable. Oh, baby. Oh, they are a Furby.
They got the long Furby neck.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Furby is probably an accurate look for them, actually. Partially robotic, cursed. And we're back.
Okay, so you have found yourself in the mirror room, and that carousel music you were listening to suddenly speeds up a whole lot, and it sounds demented.
Oh no!
Horrible. There's the pit, there's the ow of stepping in and being like, oh, my brain, all the mirrors, and then there's the wait. Oh no, the music.
Oh, we're fucked, aren't we?
We should go. quickly.
Would Nova actually kill us? Or.
Kill? No.
Terrifying.
He just leaves
thanks.
unsaid that they're. He just leaves unsaid that they're. Yeah.
I'm listening to the Doomsday Character part. What are you going to talk?
Doll, you're kind of
Doll,
muffled.
you sounded like you were underwater.
Is it fixed?
Yeah.
Without the thing?
Yes.
Dang it, I can't listen to the
sounded like you
Doomsday
were-
Carousel music while I talk. Wow.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. You sounded horrible though.
I can't enhance the experience with the Doomsday Carousel.
Alas.
I'm so sorry.
But yeah, you guys know what it sounds like. It's going.
It's going.
What should
And
we...
they are afraid.
What should we roll to get through this maze?
Survive.
Survive! Oh gosh.
Sen, do you want to roll to survive?
Yup.
Roll to survive.
3.
3.
Okay.
Nova, no.
Uh-oh.
Nova, no.
You're not gonna die, but this won't be a pleasant experience.
Oh.
So you're trying to get through the thing. It's like a regular mirror maze at first. And then you bump into a mirror, you stumble back, and then you look up, and oh god, that's not you. What is that? And you look completely warped. And you turn to look at another mirror, and you're warped in a different way. And you keep looking around, and suddenly it's different people. And there's some weird fucked up monsters too. What are those? Cough cough night terrors. And each mirror you look at has something different. Some of it's like the regular goofy Funhouse mirrors. Some of it's somebody you don't know or you do know. But it's not you.
I'm so glad this is all from Nova's knowledge and not anything outside of the PartyPlex.
Oh yeah.
You're so lucky this is Nova and she's guaranteed to not kill you because she loves you.
Yeah, that's the only thing Kestrel's like, kill? No. Mentally scar? Yes.
Sure. Cici's definitely freaking out a little bit. Honestly, I feel like Cici's reaction to this is to just get sloppy and pushy. Like, not quite a full-on rage, but going that way, and just sort of brute forcing her way to, like, run as far as she can until she hits a wall and then just keep going a different direction rather than trying to be smart about it.
Yeah. You know that one picture you sent of like the seemingly endless mirror area that you showed as one of the aesthetics?
Yeah.
You can't find the wall.
Oh no.
Oh, that sucks.
You got a 3.
We did get a 3.
We did get a 3. Oh no.
We're doomed.
Should we roll again, or what else
Okay,
can we do?
first I want you to roll to see how you handle this, and then if you can calm down, you can try again. Yeah, wisdom. Make a wisdom save.
Can I roll the whiz save?
Yeah.
Should we do 2 separate whiz saves, or just one for Kiki?
Yeah.
I feel like we should do Kiki's first, and then if Kiki gets bad, then do Kestrel and Cici individually.
Sure, you can roll Kiki's.
You're in world's worst funhouse with the demented carousel music playing.
Oh,
21!
Oh my god.
Somehow Kiki is thriving.
Yeah.
Ow.
And imagine like you're both panicking, and in your mind space you like grab each other, and somehow you are able to ground each other enough into staying calm in this terrifying situation.
Probably not realizing they're doing it because they both hate each other, but yeah.
I'm picturing it's like Cici going to like moving without thinking place and Kestrel maybe freezing up. They're sort of canceling each other out.
Yeah.
One of the good parts of being together is that you can help each other when you're in a scary situation.
Ah,
Yeah.
wow. That's so sweet.
So they're handling this well. Another survival then?
Yep. See if you can make it.
You roll
Zen?
this one, Pengu. I got us a 3 last time. Let's see if your luck is better.
Okay. Skill, survival.
Roll the wheel. Let's see what you get. 18!
18!
Calming down. You're able to remind yourself these are just mirrors. Ignore the ones that look like you but wrong. Ignore the ones that look like your friends. It's not them. It's not you. You're here. You're safe. You're fine. And you are able to trudge through the mirror maze. Just a mantra of I'm here. It's fine. We're here. It's fine. Is able to get you farther through the maze.
This also means they haven't had the chance to process like their own reflection of what Kiki is supposed to look like.
Yeah, it's all been warped mirrors. On the bright side, when they reach a normal mirror, it's gonna look much better than they thought.
Yeah.
Oh, and when I say mirrors that look like you, I mean mirrors that look like Kestrel and Cici, but wrong.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's fucked up versions of you in the mirror too.
That's the good stuff.
Man. Man. Man.
They survive.
Yeah. You are gonna have to do another in a second, but since you did so good, you're going to get a majority of the way through the maze.
Oh, good.
Yay.
Roll another whiz save or a perception.
Ooh.
Because one of these mirrors is not like the other and will help you.
Ooh.
What do we think?
Their perception, there's a whiz save are both +1s. Wait.
Wait,
Yeah.
perception
Wait,
for
no,
Kiki
they're
is a +4.
I was looking at Kestrel's, sorry.
I'll roll
Sorry.
a perception. 8.
8.
I'm just thinking about how fucked up the night terrors look. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think there's pictures of them in the server for all of them, but man, that's gotta be distracting.
Yeah. Was that 18 your whiz save?
No, that was our survival from getting most of the way through the maze.
Oh yeah. So perception, not
8.
as good. Would Kestrel like to do a perception?
Sure,
Give
his
you a
perception is not great.
You can do investigation if you want, since you're calm-minded right now. You managed to steer yourself. You have options.
I'll do one for Cici separately. Holy shit! That's a
Cici!
20.
I'll also roll
Cici,
Kestrel's
more
then.
like Cici. Okay.
17
like,
from Kestrel, 23 from...
The mirrors are distracting, but Cici manages to take notice of one that isn't like the rest. One that is of Nova. And Kestrel can pick up on that, because, oh, Nova, friend. So you see one of Nova. It isn't Nova how she usually looks. It's Nova, like, blacked out, but the colors in her hair are still there, the rainbow ones, and throughout the silhouette there's a bunch of rainbow eyes in there. So it's similar to the rest in being that it's supposed to be spooky scary, but it's Nova. And the eyes don't look harmful like the rest. It's a soft look. The kind a friend would have, or a family member would have upon seeing someone they missed for a long time.
Friend who's just a bit eldritch.
Yep.
Aww. And Cici like, I don't suppose we have to go through one of the mirrors to get out of here.
Yeah, there's just that. There's just,
Do you want to try?
He's walking him towards the Nova mirror.
And Cici won't resist that.
Do you go through?
Yeah,
Hand
let's
on
try
the mirror
it.
first.
Yeah,
Hand
that's
on
a
the
good
mirror
point.
First.
You put your hand on the mirror, and the mirror does it back, and it feels warm. Like there is an actual hand pressing against you.
Oh my gosh.
But it's a comforting kind of warm.
Cici, who's not used to feeling warmth ever, just like, what is this? Because, like, it hasn't come up in the FPS yet, but Cici is perpetually cold. She's a freezer. So, like, feeling warm, she's like, that's foreign to her.
Ice cream clown, beloved. Yeah, what do you do from here?
Should they keep like pushing at the mirror?
Out of game, I feel like we have to be more gentle. In game, Cici that wouldn't occur to Cici.
Kestrel is not going to break these mirrors. Like he's not going to break any of them. But if the goal is to walk through a mirror.
How do you walk
on the
through?
Mirror.
You put your other hand up.
Hand up on the mirror.
The reflection does the same. It's warm. It feels comforting.
Okay, well it doesn't feel like cold glass, so
Oh. I have a thought as to how to solve this that again Cici would never in a million years have.
What's your thought?
Like, if the Nova reflection is going to mirror us, presumably that's going to block our way getting through the mirror. Hug her and twirl around.
Do you want to see if, like,
adorable.
I know,
do you want
right?
to see if Kiki can get that role? Like, neither of you think of it, but somehow what you have become thinks of it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, Kiki has to roll something for that.
What would that be?
I'll give you advantage.
Insight?
I'll give you advantage.
Insight, intelligence?
Which one's your best one?
Intelligence is better.
Okay, intelligence with advantage. Because this is instinct. This isn't you two making a decision, it's instinct for Kiki.
Alright.
Advantage?
Alright, that's roll the other one.
Alright.
17. Like, you two are busy trying to figure out what to do, and your body moves on its own.
Oh my gosh.
Would you like to describe how you do this hug?
I don't know.
I guess I'll take over then. I feel like it's like, because they've got their hands sort of pressed against Nova reflections, so like shifting one arm slightly up and one arm slightly down to push past Nova's hands and then like leaning forward until like their chests collide and wrapping their arms around her. And then just like lift Nova up and little lift Reflection Nova up and little twirl so that they're on opposite sides of the mirror.
Yeah, as you hug her, her eyes light up with joy, and you hear a laugh that it sounds nostalgic even though it shouldn't be. And as you're twirling her, you feel this warmth wrap around you. That's just, you can feel the love and care radiating off of it as Nova laughs. And the reflection changes until it's just Nova on the other side of the glass, smiling at you. And then the mirror breaks, and you are on a different part of the funhouse, but you feel safe, and the music is calm, and you feel good.
My pecking heart. We didn't plan anything.
We did it.
This just happened.
It's so good. Oh my god.
It's wonderful.
So yeah, how do you two react to that?
I feel like
I think there's
Cici
a
is
smile on their face.
Oh, I feel like Cici is kind of blue screening because that's not an experience she's ever had before. Like, feeling warm, never. A hug like that felt that nice, not for a long time. So she's just like trying to process what just happened.
At least you know Nova isn't mad at you anymore because, oh, you felt how much she loved you.
Yeah. I don't know if Kestrel should roll insight.
Absolutely. I feel like they should both roll insight on each other.
Yeah,
Go
that's
ahead.
probably a good idea.
While you roll how Kestrel feels about it.
Oh.
Roll a Kiki
Kestrel
insight
roll
as
bad.
well.
Okay.
And Cici got a 15.
And a 14.
Okay,
14.
start with how Kestrel feels about it. Analyze each other.
Kestrel's foremost thought is, "Og, I have a friend." His foremost thought is that he has a friend.
Oh my
Ugh.
gosh.
And this man does not have friends. This man does not have friends. He has work acquaintances and co-workers.
And rivals.
And rivals. He has work. Yeah. It. Ugh. I don't know much more to say. He's just he feels good, and the safe feeling, the safe feeling hits him in the pecking heart. Yeah, that's Kestrel's feels.
You have a friend who loves you and wants to be your safe haven.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Kestrel needs that. Kestrel needs that. How's Cici doing?
Cici honestly is confused. She doesn't understand why Nova would love her or care for her that much. She doesn't think she deserves that. and she doesn't know why anyone would feel that way about her.
Why would a home not love who lives in it?
I mean, if that person who lives there hurt other people who live there.
And punches the walls.
And punches the wall. Okay, you got your insight rolls on each other. Get silly.
Man. Where are they now? Because this spun through the mirror. You said the mirror broke.
Yeah, the mirror broke.
In a different part of the funhouse?
Yeah. So the way the mirror broke was that instead of like shattering, it just turned all black. There's no reflection. That's how it's broken. And
yeah, a mirror did break.
Huh.
Mirror broken.
Yeah. Surrounding you, you're in a room, and it feels like a bedroom or like a little apartment. There's a little kitchen, coffee machine, all that. There's a bed. You have never lived here, but you feel like this is home and that you've been missing this all your life, and you're safe, and you can just sit down and breathe. You're done with the funhouse.
Flop on that bed.
Yeah, I get the feeling
Flop on the bed?
Yeah, I get Cici's not going to fight anything Kestrel does unless it's really egregious for at least a little while. She's still trying to process and make sense of this.
Yeah. Just flop down face in the pillow and just take a second.
Take a breather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, face down in the pillow, they're probably gonna have a little trouble breathing, which is. Oh, Cici doesn't like breathing, but she likes this even less.
For some reason, the kind of vibe I got was in those like Wii games when it would do a thing and it's like, take a breather. This is that breather.
Yeah.
Mm.
Flopping down on the bed face down initially, but then like turning to be face up, facing the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. Which might similarly prompt them to realize that Kiki has a tail.
Yeah.
Neither Kestrel or Cici do.
They were not aware of this.
Nope.
They have soft, fluffy tail feathers.
Mm-hmm. Cici, knowing this definitely isn't coming from her, is like, where do you keep this thing tucked away?
And there's like there's a blink and just I don't have tail feathers.
Well, I sure don't, so it came from you, obviously.
I love how every Kestrel fusion gains a tail despite not having one originally.
Yes, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's still like Cici says that again, and he's just like, I used to have them.
Can she roll insight on that?
Yes.
Yay. 5.
5. Roll one from Kiki.
9.
You get the raid that yeah, he lost them. Don't know how, but lost his tail feathers. You did not lose them in the divorce.
I feel like Cici's reaction to that is like a suspicious squint and like organics don't have pieces just break off.
Mm-hmm. I'm so glad I had some brainstorming about this with Phoebe just like yesterday.
Look, we've had Nova lore, we've had
like,
Cici lore. Time for a little Kestrel lore as a treat.
As a treat.
He's just like there's a little fidget with their hands, I think, and then just no. I had to cut them off. They didn't grow back. Was I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just like trying to picture Cici's reaction to that, and like,
Okay.
it's just silence from her in my head. She's just like, well, sucks to suck, I guess.
Cici!
For all that seems to say sucks to suck at the end.
They're just like facing the ceiling for like that good minute, and Cici says that, and then Kestrel just sighs.
What do you want me to say? It's not like if I cut anything off,
Can
it'd
he
grow
roll
back
in?
either.
What was that?
What do you want me to say? It's not like if I cut anything off, it'd grow back either.
There is the thought from him that robots can't get replacement parts, but he doesn't say that aloud.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like Cici still picks up on it because they are sharing a body at the moment. She's like,
she gets that read even though it isn't verbal.
Mm-hmm. She's like, yeah, but you organics can get our replacement parts too, some of the time anyway. I've seen enough bad wigs to know.
I think he chuckles a little bit. And then just goes, they don't have those for tail feathers, sadly.
And you were wanting to roll insight?
Yeah, to see if she was like, to see if that meanness this time was genuine.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
She just doesn't care. She doesn't really, like, Kestrel's not, like, obviously super upset about that, and she figures the tail feathers aren't really that important. So, like, it's not that big of a deal whether he has them or not, as far as she can tell.
Kestrel internally, like, of course it's not a big deal. They're just tail feathers. I don't have trauma about this because the event of losing them correlated to a shifting in my mental state. Definitely not.
Cici internally like, see, you're fine. Because she does the same sort of thing.
They both need therapy.
Everyone at the PartyPlex needs therapy.
Anna needs to start showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anna, girly, we're basically doing the bat signal to you and you haven't showed up yet, please.
Man.
The therapy signal.
They probably the therapy signal. Please, we need a therapist. Man, they probably like lay there on the bed for like a good minute.
There is a coffee machine if you guys want to do the coffee.
Are they cold?
Probably. I mean, they did just have warm hug from Nova, but probably like as that wears off, maybe they notice more how cold they are.
Yeah,
I will give
having the
you two
warm makes the
options. If you go into the kitchen, there's a coffee machine, but there's also packets of hot cocoa nearby that you can visibly see. You make a decision what drink you want.
Aww.
Bitter or sweet?
Oh.
What's your experience from this, symbolized through drink?
Hold on. I have the perfect image for this. Like, they go into like they finally get up and go to that kitchen wanting something warm again. And if I'm saying coffee and cocoa, I'm saying bitter and sweet because like Kestrel, he just likes coffee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think like as he starts the coffee machine up, he gets like this sense of disgust from Cici.
Yeah. And I think he'd like look at the hot cocoa, then grabbing one of the packets of it, looking it over.
It comes with marshmallows, prepackaged.
Oh my god. That's so cute.
I think he just like quietly says that aloud, just it comes with marshmallows. It's not a verbal question, but there is the does
Implication.
Cici want that? Yeah, the implication of does Cici want that?
Mm. And Cici's like, why are you asking me? You're making coffee.
I Well, would you rather have hot cocoa or mix?
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
It's just
It's your body too, Cici. You're here.
it's
Mm-hmm.
just like
Do you need one of us to say it for you?
yes, please.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Because I know what you
There you go.
want, bitch.
No, want to know what you want.
What?
Yeah.
It's I want to know what you want,
he just
bitch.
Because I want to know what you want, bitch.
yeah. Like she's he wants to know what she wants. He still thinks she's a B word.
Kestrel, roll insight.
Okay. 7. Can I roll another, please?
Mm-hmm. 10.
10.
Okay, a 10 is enough
Horrible.
to get, like... She's still confused. She doesn't know why you would care about what she wants. She's just figuring you were gonna do whatever you wanted and like get the coffee that you wanted to drink and like yeah, doesn't know why you care about her opinion on this.
Cici, your brain almost exploded in a mirror maze together.
There's some respect there, okay? Girly.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't get it.
Girly. Bestie pop.
You think someone who managed to make friends with other clowns would at least understand the feeling of having a bond? Of having
Yeah,
people care.
but the other clowns are also animatronics. Kestrel's organic. He works here. Why would he care about the animatronics?
But he's from the building!
That's different. Building's harder to replace.
If Kestrel gets that Cici is at least neutral to the hot cocoa, like he's gonna fix up that coffee, but then he's gonna also mix the hot cocoa in, maybe a bit of creamer from the fridge. I assume there's a fridge.
Yeah, there's a fridge.
Mixing that up. The little marshmallows.
The marshmallows are star-shaped.
I was also thinking that. Oh my god. That's perfect.
Oh my gosh. Kestrel goes like, yeah, Nova would have that. It was a fond smile at that one.
Oh,
He knows her vibes. Her aesthetic.
What if they're also rainbow marshmallows?
I was about
Of
to
course,
say they're all
rainbow
sorts of different
stars.
colors. They're all sorts of colored stars.
Yes!
Rainbow star marshmallows mixed and hot cocoa mixed with coffee.
This is gonna taste like something for sure.
I think it gets into like a dark chocolate taste, like bitterer than like normal chocolate and like a hot cocoa usually would be, but much sweeter than a coffee would be.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of bitter and sweet.
Yeah.
This is the symbolism.
This is. Oh.
It tastes good. For them. For their tastes. I would not like this because I do not like coffee in anything, and if you put a drop in it, I will know.
Yeah, I think Cici is a little bit surprised because, like, Cici doesn't really eat food, and when she does, it's always like, it's almost always ice cream or something sweet. So, like, she has never had coffee before. She did not expect it to taste good, albeit like sweetened and stuff. Like, it still tastes a little bitter, which she doesn't really like, but it's not as bad as she was expecting.
The symbolism!
And there's marshmallows in there.
Marshmallows for Nova.
And holding the warm mug, too.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
Mm-hmm. Nova's plan to get you two in sync and working together was successful.
Yeah!
Somehow.
Funhouse worked.
Funhouse works. Kestrel, like, never do this again.
We'll wait until you're unfused to go confront her.
Yeah. Probably, like, taking that warm mug to go and sit back on the bed and taking another look around the room.
It's got things both of you like. It feels like Kiki's room.
Hug! Hug!
Man.
Is there any other exit out of this room?
Yeah, there is. Like, you came out of the mirror. There's a door that would be at the entrance of the room.
They need a clear mirror, though.
Yeah.
I will say, like, the door has one of those full-length mirrors on it. Because I have been to someone's house who has that kind of door, where the back of it has the full-length mirror.
Yeah. Imagine setting the emptied mug onto, like, the table by the bedside table, and then, like, getting up to that door and that mirror.
And you see you.
Man.
Yeah, that's exactly the vibe. After all of this, it's still you.
Man.
Ren.
Does Cici do anything?
I'm trying to figure that out. Does Kestrel?
Maybe just, like, a hand to like one of those rosy cheeks.
Man, imagining the cheeks are like plastic or metal or whatever, while the rest of the face is like feathers.
Yeah. Strange feeling.
Yeah, because holding it, you've got the little heart showing on your hand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Cici pulls their hand away from their face and looks at the thing on the heart symbol on the back of it for a second. And then looks away. Like she doesn't really want to spend a lot of time looking in the mirror or looking at them.
Hug.
You can always open the door.
Yeah, I think at that one they'd open the door.
Yeah.
And as you step through, I think you two have become in sync enough that when you come out, you'd probably unfuse.
Yeah.
So you step out, and to you, it looks like you've just stepped out of one of the staff offices, and you're just in the hallway, and you feel in sync enough that something unravels.
Unraveling, like, as they're stepping through the door. Kiki goes through the door on one side, Kestrel and Cici on the other, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah.
I feel like Cici stumbles a little bit on the other side. Wheels again.
Yeah, so does Kestrel.
No wheels again.
No wheels. Wheels back, wheels gone.
Wheel redistribution. So a little bit of that, like, stumbling in place. Cici reaches out to grab the wall to get her balance.
I just got a really cute thought.
Oh?
You left Kiki in their room.
Ugh! 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 Hug!
Doll, why are you killing us?
You're welcome.
Hug! Hug!
But yeah, I think like Cici grabs onto the wall for balance and then like looks down at the wall with new knowledge that the place is alive and is like staring at the wall for a second and very gently and carefully lets go of it to stand back up.
And Kestrel is there. Cece's shorter than Kestrel normally, right?
Just by a couple inches, yeah.
Just by a couple inches. And, like, Kestrel looks at Cici. Cici looks at Kestrel, I imagine.
Mm-hmm. Can Cici roll insight? Like,
yup. Kestrel will also roll insight. Neither of them at advantage this time.
mm-hmm. 7.
3.
3.
Oh.
It feels so wrong being separate that you can't get a read on each other because it's you're used to knowing instinctively now.
Ow.
Seeing each other's faces feels weird.
Honestly, I think with that feeling, like, Cici just turns to look away from Kestrel, and honestly, she's going to start skating off and leave without a word.
Well, before you can do that, when you turn to look away, you see Nova leaning against the wall across from you guys.
Leaning against the wall like, so, did you have fun?
Yeah, she's like, I told you it would work.
Well, I guess you were
just
right.
Sighs and Kestrel sighs, and it's much more relieved this time, and but he still goes, Nova.
Yeah.
Nova, never do that again.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
She has this softness in her eyes as she looks at you two.
Aww.
Cici sees that and kind of looks away in a third direction so that she's not looking at either of you.
Cici! Every direction you look is the building.
God!
And
Good point.
She claps her hands together and goes, so, what did you think? That was my first time doing that for anyone, so I've never really done the Funhouse for anyone except for myself.
Oh. It was very nice, Nova.
She looks so happy.
His deadpan voice as usual, but Nova knows it's genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Cici?
Like,
it was definitely something. And Nova can roll insight.
I will.
Kestrel
but
can
also,
too if he wants.
I think when you guys say that stuff, like, for a second you feel a ghost of that hug you felt before. Just a memory.
Hug. Kestrel got an 8.
With an 8, Kestrel, she's just still being standoffish.
I got a 19.
19. Like, with a 19, you can tell she didn't hate it, because if she hated it, she would tell you that. But also, like, when you ask her like, you can tell she's remembering, like, seeing the picture of Rylan and everything that brought
Oh.
up,
Oh.
and like trying not to get emotional in front of people.
Mm.
The breathing is gone.
Mm-hmm.
So is the warmth.
So's the warmth.
Yeah. She's back to normal now.
Uh-huh. Ugh. Lungs gone.
Lungs gone.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything Cici wants to say to the others before she leaves?
Probably just turns to Kestrel and is like, "You're not going to tell anyone about this, okay?"
He just nods. And of course. What happened in there stays in there. What happens in the funhouse stays in the funhouse. he
And what
I
happened
think he
to
says that. I think he says that. I think he says what happens as he says the what happens in the funhouse stays in the funhouse. He kind of looks away a little bit because like that feels silly to say to him, but he said it anyway.
and what happened before it? The reason why Nova put us in the funhouse? That
He
stays between
nods.
us too.
That also stays in the funhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Does Nova say that?
Yeah.
That also stays in the funhouse.
Yeah. Yeah. Cici will leave at that. Just like she glances at Nova. She's not going to try to extract any promises from Nova, but she gets the feeling Nova would agree anyway. And then she skates
Yeah.
off.
And before we close it out, does Kestrel want to talk to Nova? Because I remember he had questions.
I think like Cici skates off, and like Kestrel looks at Nova, walks closer to her, and just hold on. I have to roll a d2 for this.
Please. 2.
No, I want it to happen anyway. That wasn't the roll that I said it would happen on, but I want it to happen anyway. I'm gonna do it. Nova gets a little hug.
Oh, I think Nova like stiffens out of surprise and then immediately hugs you so tight, and you feel that warmth again.
Good. It
And she's
doesn't
like,
last long. This is
mm.
it
she
doesn't
she
last
does
long, but
say
this is hard for him.
she does say, you know, I meant it when I said you're my best friend and I love you, right?
Oh. He like pulls back from the hug and just I the man does not smile very often, but Nova can see it in his eyes as he says, I know.
Oh,
Oh my god.
they're friends, Your Honor.
They are. I think Kestrel at that one would just like pat Nova's shoulder and be like, um, what's the best restaurant in the Plex according to Nova?
I don't remember the options. Probably one of the cafes.
He's just like how to work.
The Raz pad.
Right.
The Raz pad, right? He passed over his shoulder, I think, and is just like, which one of the cafes is best for a small snack?
Oh, the Razpad, that one. Over there.
She points him to it.
Yeah.
I think he'd be like, this is about the end of the FPS. We don't need to roll anything. Nova can see, like, he doesn't ask it, but he wants her to join him.
She just, like, grabs his hand before he can start walking and smiles up at him and then starts walking over there.
Good. Good. The end!
The end!
This is a long FPS!
Holy shit, yeah. It wound up just being an impromptu game that Doll ran for us. Thank you so much, Doll. It was amazing.
You're welcome. The Funhouse is fun.
It was.
And I know that it's 9:14 at night for me. I need to take a shower, but Zen, do you have any mini Cici epilogue as things that we discussed when talking about Kiki?
I don't know what you're referencing to, but I do have an idea.
Hand it to me. I will also DM you.
Okay. I see your DM. No. But the thing that I have in mind is, like, Cici goes back to her room and shuts the door and, like, that was kind of a lot and she doesn't want to process it. And so she kind of, like, on instinct raises her hand to, like, punch a hole in the wall and then stops and just her hand drops and she just sits down on the floor instead.
Oh.
Hug.
She doesn't want to hurt Nova. She doesn't want to hurt anyone.
Cici.
I don't know why, but for some reason I'm imagining the taste of coffee and hot cocoa.
Well, are we good to end it there, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I need to shower.
Alright.
Go!
Thank you to everyone listening. Thank you, Doll and Pengu, for playing.
You're
3
welcome.
hours!
Good
3
night,
hours
everybody!
in the Funhouse!